Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. What's going on? The go-to Muslim podcast team, the gang, not really team. Well, team too, hopefully. We are very lazy today. It's a Sunday, and our brains are half working. So we decided, Taha,
we're just gonna answer a question that was asked to us about 2 years ago.
no big deal. Just 2 years ago. Can't really blame us. But yeah, we got a DM, so we're just gonna answer that question or attempt to.
Yeah. So the question is, how can Muslim people in their 20s connect to their faith?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
We just read the question like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
though.
So
Like 2 minutes ago.
what can young Muslims in their 20s do to address their concern with their faith and grow a strong connection with Allah?
So, man, that's a beautiful question. First and foremost, I think that person was amazing for asking that question. But I think number one thing that comes to my mind is something that we've been kind of implementing in our lives right now, and that's going to the masjid for these social events. There are social events that are going on like every single week. And
Multiple of them.
Multiple of them. Alhamdulillah. After Umrah, actually, I realized like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kind of showed me that, alhamdulillah. But yeah, I feel like number one is going to these social Muslim events that are going on, which is on Tuesday, and then another one that's going on right now on Thursdays. And meeting Muslims who are like-minded, who are within the 20s, and who are on the deen too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you go out, right? I mean, we go all the time. Everyone goes out on weekends, weekdays, whatever it may
Yeah.
be. But like, if you really want to build a strong connection with Allah, you gotta implement something in your life. So
really
going to a class, or where you're like, I'm just gonna go there, spend an hour and a half there, talk to people, whatever, listen to a lecture, and maybe learn something, maybe not. But when you're in those Islamic environments, when you're in an environment where people are praising Allah and talking about improvement, you automatically want to improve. You feel that iman starting to resurge.
Absolutely. And that's a really good point because, like, seriously, like, I think it was 2 weeks ago, or sorry, this week. I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was on a Thursday. I swear I was so tired after work. I was like, I'm just not going to go. Like, I knew you knew about it. I just said, I'm just not going to go. I'm so tired. Then I sat there and I seriously asked myself, I'm like, Faraz, I feel like I'm distancing myself from Allah. Other than praying namaz or whatever, doing the small things that I'm doing, the basic that I need to do, I'm like, what am I doing necessarily that's trying to come close to Allah?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, thought, let's go. And I swear, dude, like when I went, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what was that beautiful quote you said? When you walk to Allah,
Yeah, when you walk to Allah, Allah comes running.
Allah comes running to you. And I felt like that was the perfect example that day. Because when I went there, although I was tired, oh my God, I felt so much closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala compared to when I was at home. And now that this is exactly what I was like looking for.
SubhanAllah. So someone told me recently that the one relationship that you have that you can go back to without any sort of struggle
Allahu Akbar.
is Allah. You and your friend get into a fight. What happens? You go apologize, you all make up, but you're still like backing away a little bit. You're still like reserved around them a little
Some
bit.
ill feelings.
There's some ill feelings. Well, that's not the case. Allah, you go back to him and say, "Oh Allah, I'm sorry." End of story. Khatam. Like,
Yeah.
it's like nothing ever happened.
Allahu Akbar, man. He's genuinely like the true friend, And it's so funny because like I'm so glad that question was asked because like that I feel like this individual knows like the priority, man. It's to really get in connection with our true friend who will never, punish us for something that we're seeking forgiveness on. So
Yeah, I mean, and without that connection, this life becomes so mundane.
yeah, man, it becomes torturous.
Yeah, I mean,
It genuinely becomes
well,
without Allah in it. Wallahi, it's like
I mean, when you have Allah in it, like it's a random day. You're not feeling so great. You go pray namaz. You feel better. You go read some Quran. The Quran is such a miracle. You read something that reflects your life immediately and causes you to ponder and be like, this is Allah speaking to me.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
dude, I literally sorry.
Yeah, it happens every time I read the Quran.
SubhanAllah, dude, I literally challenge anyone who's watching this. Like, if you don't pray Fajr. Even if you sleep through it, when you wake up, pray Fajr, and notice 2 Sunnah and 2 Fard. After that, dude, after I pray Fajr, I swear there's a light in my heart that I didn't even know was missing until after I prayed the namaz. Wallahi, it's like, oh my God, like I'm sitting there right after I'm done my namaz, and I'm sitting there like my heart's illuminated, and I'm just genuinely just sitting there, and my heart's like bright. There's a light in there, but the crazy part is I didn't know there was darkness in there before I did. So give it a shot one time. Just give it a shot. 2 sunnah and 2 fard. Don't just do two fard. You know, that it's genuinely amazing, dude. Without Allah, yeah, darkness is covering the world.
So long answer short. Do something, make some sort of effort,
Yeah, facts.
and make it a habit.
Yeah.
Like, what, as small as it could be literally just saying like shahada every morning.
Yeah.
You know, make that a point in your life, and then work on from there.
That's a good point, dude. Yeah, because that thing that you quoted, you know, when you come walking, Allah comes running. That goes whether you go to the masjid for these social events or whether you just say your shahada in the morning or before you go sleep. I recommend before you go sleep too, because if you die and you sleep, Allahu Akbar, your last words are La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
And one last tidbit,
Yeah.
man, it's the craziest thing, but our iman is stronger than any drug in the world. Like, when you have that iman, when you're growing that iman, when you start feeling that iman in you, you want to continue growing. You know?
Allahu Akbar.
And what does it take? Like, for people who are addicted to cigarettes, how does that start? They take a cigarette, they take a puff one time, and they're like, "Ooh, that felt good."
Yeah, well, yeah, probably normal people. I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
they smoke a cigarette.
I was gonna say that,
Another time,
yeah,
they like enjoy a little bit more.
right.
And then 6 months later, they're smoking cigarettes every day.
It gets into a habit, you know. Yeah,
And it becomes to the point where they can't live without cigarettes.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. And I mean, this is so true because like, and it's like these namazes that we do. It's not only that we're just like trying to just keep this light in our heart as bright as possible, but like naturally when we commit sins, our light dims down. You know.
Yeah, there's a
It naturally
darkness
dims down.
and
So
you
we
know,
need to keep like rejuvenating that, you know, by doing stuff like running or walking towards Allah, doing some type of effort. I feel like if someone's not doing some type of new effort, it's like working out at the gym, dude.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put strain on your muscles a certain degree, you're not gonna grow.
right.
So I
Right.
feel like it's just like that, man. You have to keep like stretching that rubber band. You have to stretch that, you know, and you know, just expand as much as you possibly can with your deen and your Islam, you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So to finish off, what was the question, just so we can?
Yeah,
conclude?
the question was, how does somebody in their 20s reconnect or grow the connection with Allah?
Yeah, subhanallah. I find it funny because like I feel like you've said it like 4 or 5 different ways. The question's gonna be something else entirely by the end.
Oh, man,
Yeah, man.
We got the 3 cameras recording. All our phones are not on
Akbar.
us. Can't read the question.
Yeah, we can. But yeah, absolutely, man. Do what you can. Do what you can, and not only what you can, do a little bit more than what you can do. And
But
yeah,
be consistent and grow consistently.
yeah, and surround number one. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded or who are on the deen. Because if you're around people who don't love Allah, you're gonna be surrounded by money. You're gonna be surrounded by girls, women, lots of them. That's all you know about it.
I don't know nothing about that.
Zoom into his face. Zoom in spectacularly close.
I got one girl. I got one girl. That's it.
But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the answer. Would you say that's pretty much
100%.
what you would say? That's what we think.
100%.
You know, alhamdulillah. But yeah, keep up the questions, man. And enjoy your Sunday. If you guys watch this on Sunday, if you're watching it during the week, enjoy your week, enjoy your work week. And remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and don't forget your Asr namaz whenever you are done with the work.
And you can also, you know, if you want to start something in you, a weekly habit, start watching for Taha Theory or
Seriously,
the Go-To podcast.
What is that first thing you mentioned? I don't know what that is,
Huh?
bro. For Tahati, what is that, bro? Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is possibly a form of ibadat, you know? It's a remembrance of Allah. You're watching a video, but in reality, you're sitting with people who are mentioning the word of Allah. You know, you're literally hanging out with us. Like, that's seriously what it is. And that's not going to go unseen on the Day of Judgment. Please.
And if you guys in the Houston area,
Hey, yo, come through.
come through. We can have a podcast.
Yeah.
We don't want to be on a podcast. We can just sit and talk and do whatever.
There you
know?
go. We
Yeah.
also need like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? So, Alhamdulillah, that's kind of the reason why we're connecting with everyone over here. Because, yeah, so we're trying to come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too, man. It's a great question for me. Like, I feel like you taught me so much, and I taught myself too by answering this question. Like, I need these kinds of things. It's like a good reminder for myself.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Always.
I think it's pretty good, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the question, bro.
All right, brother.
Thanks for the answer. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Peace.
Islam.
Guys,
What's good?
subscribe, like the video, and comment your favorite part. And comment what, Taha? Questions.
Oh, question.
There you go. Yeah, subscribe, like the video, comment. Peace, guys.